A family in search of the perfect rural getaway.
We went up the stairs and I just fell in love with it.
Can they haul this hefty house away from a crumbling coulee?
Well, I thought it would be like, whoosh.
And for Arctic blizzards to reach its new home in one piece?
When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
Slow down a bit! We'll be in the ditch there if we don't steer this around the corner.
Hauling this huge homestead will be nothing short of one massive move. Medicine Hat, Alberta. A booming oil town on the Canadian prairies. Walter and Tina Eisenlohr have lived in the city together for 25 years, bringing up their 3 kids.
We seem to have everything what you need for a city, and it's a good community to raise a family.
The couple run a family business, buying and letting real estate.
I have rental properties that I look after, and then I also do my own projects.
Their next project? A new house to replace their current home, which is crammed.
The reason we want to move is we need more room.
My room in the house that we're in right now is probably, it's not the largest room.
The family's collection of trucks and cars has outgrown the tiny garage.
We're a family of 6 vehicles, so parking gets tight around here.
Just not enough room here for everything.
So they're upping sticks and moving to the country. They bought this stunning 2-acre lot just outside of town.
Overlooking the lake here in the fall, you'll see the birds fly and
Always a lot of geese and ducks here.
All they need now is a house to move onto the site. And they found the perfect one. This 1,600 square foot modern family homestead. Its big bright windows and spacious open plan kitchen made for love at first sight.
we went up the stairs and I just fell in love with the kitchen, and that sold me.
And the kids are getting to that point too there when they start getting their own families, and we thought giving them their own bedrooms and bathrooms definitely made it a lot nicer.
It's on the market for just $45,000. That's because of its extraordinary location, perched on the edge of a crumbling coulee. The house might be a bargain, but it could slide to doom unless Walter and Tina move it from here fast.
Our house is right there, probably about 75 yards from where the dirt is sliding in.
The homestead needs hauling more than 24 kilometers to reach the safety of its new acreage, just south of Medicine Hat. Undertaking this rescue mission in the middle of the Albertan winter will be a Herculean feat.
It is a beautiful view here. It's just too bad we couldn't move the view with it.
The cost of the house and move will set Walter and Tina back just $70,000. But buying the plot, building additions, and landscaping will add another $350,000 to the bill, which stands at $420,000 for this ambitious project. To carry out the move, Walter and Tina are calling in Alberta's #1 heavy haulers, Wade Building Movers. Head mover Wade Kerner is letting his big brother, Kelly, run this show.
Plan is today to keep warm.
He's my older brother too, so I don't worry too much about what's going on.
Let's get this show done. Benny, let's go! Right there.
It's hammer time.
I'm having a little bit of fun with my sledgehammer and destroying some stuff.
This is one heavy house. Its 60-foot-long walls are weighed down by thick brick facades. It has a solid double-fronted garage and, inside, a mighty 6-ton brick chimney. If Kelly's crew takes to the road with this lot, it won't just be bricks bouncing down the highway. So the boys must slice off the garage, remove the chimney piece by piece, and chip away at the brick facade. It's the only way to avoid avoid a devastating trail of destruction.
Oh, you look in that basement there. It looks like a disaster zone. It's impressive. Just leave for a few hours, you come back, they got the whole front stripped on it, getting ready to go and move the garage off.
The team must support the house and garage on a grid of beams before lifting it. But swinging steel in the bone-chilling -30 conditions is tricky.
Boys are moving pretty slow because of the cold.
Wind chill of -30 at the moment. So yeah, I'm nippy.
Oh, it's absolutely freezing out here. It's cold.
But the Arctic deep freeze won't stop Kelly's heroes.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
With the beams in place,
Hold it!
they set big heavy-duty jacks
Okay, we're going up,
and heave the 35-ton house up off its old footing.
Well, it looks like they got to lift it about 2 inches now.
We come to a little bit of a tight spot here. The center beam's holding down.
With their precious house suspended 6 feet in the air, there's no turning back now. Feeling the pressure, Walter?
I'm full of confidence.
In Medicine Hat, Alberta, Walter and Tina Heisenlower are locked in a race against time to move this huge homestead off a crumbling coulee.
The cliffs are sliding into the river there, right up to the hedge, right to the property line.
Kelly Kerner's move crew has prized the 35-ton Goliath off its basement. Now they face an even bigger challenge. Slide it across 70-foot-long icy steel beams on the wheels.
If you're not paying attention, you could just skate right off the end.
Well, no doubt about sliding it off sideways here is the most exciting part.
But it would be like, whoosh.
Hold on a minute. Whoa. Whoa. Everything looks good.
The day of the big move. Arctic winds are howling in from the north.
It hasn't warmed up very much out here.
The police have given Kelly's crew just 5 freezing cold hours to haul the house 24 kilometers to Walter and Tina's new plot.
There's so many involved. I'm a little bit nervous.
The roads are pretty icy. It's a little nerve-wracking. Not for me, for the driver, because he's in the truck. Cut it this way, Dan. Cut it this way hard.
This will be a tough trek. Even driving out of the yard proves difficult.
You gotta cut that tree. Cut her down.
The first problem of the day. First tree's got to give up its life.
Oh, we got it. We're ready to pull out here now. We'll get the garage and bring it out on the road, and then we'll have a little convoy.
Driver Danny needs nerves of steel to guide the huge home along the icy road away from the coulee's edge.
She was only 50 feet from the backyard there, so it's pretty important to get the house off.
And more hurdles lie up ahead. The route passes through the heart of Alberta's farming communities. Each farm is fed power from low-lying electricity cables. If Danny plows straight ahead, the house could get fried. So the crew need to muster an army of electricians to lift each 15,000-volt cable. A lot of extra work, but the only way for Danny to keep on trucking.
Straight through right there.
If a guy ever walked through it with too much speed, you'd probably tear that line out.
Bring it through.
Yeah, keep coming, keep coming.
Keep going straight.
Keep coming.
2.5 feet on the line. Go ahead.
Perfect. Where are you guys at?
Everything going good. Power guys are cooperating.
The cables may be behind them, but the icy wind is biting hard.
Supposed to warm up, but it hasn't warmed up yet.
And the problems keep on coming. A busy railway track cuts across their path, with a tight turn to negotiate on the other side. Trains out here stop for no work, so Danny can't dither on the tracks, or he'll have a mighty cleanup job on his hands.
You would have to make sure you get the schedule right. Otherwise, you would have matchsticks.
They just come at you, you know, they don't slow down. Oh, we'll have to be on our toes. Okay, come, bring it through.
Our biggest worry is just not getting stuck on the tracks. Not an easy task to get a train to stop.
Pulling over smart, yeah.
With the wheels over the tracks, Danny needs to turn hard now to make the corner.
Oh, it's really tight here.
This is definitely the tightest turn I'm gonna have to deal with the whole trip.
Tight turn. But we got her in here.
You think they're going to jackknife it and it just comes straight through?
12 noon. Kelly's team still have 12 kilometers left to travel, and the weather's closing in. In Medicine Hat, Alberta, Walter and Tina Eisenlohr's huge homestead is snaking its way along icy roads to the countryside.
This has been about 6 months in making here, so it's a big day.
With just 2 hours left to reach the new site, Kelly's team must be extra vigilant to avoid sliding off the road.
We got lots of eyes watching, eh? Make sure we don't go in the ditch.
The crew are halfway into the 24-kilometer trek,
Okay, coming straight through.
battling tree-lined trails,
Look at it, about that much.
busy highways,
The most important part there, make sure the traffic is stopped, that something doesn't crash into it.
and tight turns with gusto.
This next corner frickin' down the way here is like quite the little frickin' bend in it.
Gonna lift the dollies up and steer it around here so our beams don't rub the tires. Okay, go up.
Another successful corner.
But up ahead lies an obstacle that could stop them dead. There's only a few hours of daylight left, but the giant house is approaching a tight turn with steep slopes on either side, sheeted in ice. If Danny's judgment fails him here, they could be taking a slide. So the team need to inch round, fitting snow chains for extra grip, cranking the wheels hard to stand a chance of reaching the plot by sunfall. Yeah! We did it!
The snow, it just gives me kind of a traction problem, so we'll throw some chains on just to be safe.
It's very narrow, the shoulders drop right off. We'll just have to be careful coming around the corner there. So you need to go straight, or we're gonna be in the ditch here. Keep coming, just like that.
How am I on that side? I can come straight there?
Back up once, it's sliding here. Good.
As the blizzard strikes, Kelly dives in to crank the wheels hard.
We'll be in the ditch there if we don't steer this around the corner here.
It's a little nerve-wracking
A little
just when they
nerve-wracking,
were
yeah.
underneath looking at stuff.
My dolly's good, Kev.
Come on, stay as close as you can to them.
very tight. We're trying to keep her out of the ditch. A little bit that way, Denny.
It was a little slick, we were sliding. Just didn't want it to slide into the ditch.
No house in the ditch, but that corner I was concerned with.
The house is almost home, but there's another big hurdle for Kelly's team ahead. The garage footings make the approach to the basement tight. To make it worse, the slope is steep and icy. It's double trouble. So Denny must hit full lock and rely on precision directions from the crew to inch forward, squeezing the huge homestead as close as he dares to the drop zone.
Okay guys, we're gonna bring her in here. The basement's built on a V, so the ass end's sticking way out.
What we're gonna do now is get that back end of the house to swing towards the basement.
Yeah, this one's a little tight. We're not steering over this way enough.
They crank the wheels hard to line the house up with the basement.
You can walk her more!
The heavy snow makes turning on the ice even more treacherous.
Most people don't want to work under those extreme conditions.
Hold it.
It's quite a hill coming down, and it's pure ice. You could slide, you won't even stop. You slide right down in here. Yeah, you're looking good, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
That'll get you driving.
Looking good, buddy.
With some slick steering, Danny pulls the house home.
So now the exciting part there is you try and get her onto that foundation. I trust her.
In Medicine Hat, Alberta, Walter and Tina's huge homestead has escaped the crumbling coulee and made it to their countryside plot.
We're getting excited.
It's going to be put on the foundation, which will be good.
Kelly's crew now face one last challenge. Slide the house onto its basement. Break out your wash bags, boys.
Dan's gonna have a shower. Actually, we're kind of crooked the way we had to pull in here, so we're not gonna skate it. We're going to slide it. We're gonna slope it up good and slide it.
Worst that can happen, you could have the whole house essentially fall over.
The team attached two 30-ton winch trucks to the house. They'll wind one line faster than the other to line it up on the basement wall.
We'll just go faster with that end. It'll straighten out as we're pulling it across.
It's going fairly quick. There should only take 5 minutes there to pull it on. Nearly there.
They're awesome. They're listening to each other. They're doing a great job. They know what they're doing.
Slow down a bit though, Dan. Go down. Slow down a bit there.
After an epic 4-day battle with snow and ice, this huge homestead is finally set for touchdown.
You always get a little anxious, hopefully that the guys made it proper.
Coming down, guys.
One corner down. Looks like it's gonna work out. It's down. We're all happy.
The house is down, yes. It fits.
Thanks, Kelly.
You bet. It's down. Together and down. Job well done. Now Walter's work begins.
A week later, and Walter and Tina are taking in their new countryside surroundings.
Well, this is Sally. She's gonna have lots of room to run around. Inside the city there is just too small.
They have big plans to make the most of their new space and spectacular views.
They got the big bay window on there and we can watch out on the lake here. I know in the fall there's always a lot of ducks and geese.
We would sit out and have a coffee on the deck and listen to the birds and the nature, and it's a beautiful spot.